Can you believe it's already September? The summer has really flown by for me and probably for you as well. I know around this time of year, the start of September feels like the start to a new year for me. The kids are back in school, and ever since I was in school myself, it felt like an opportunity for a fresh start. So if you're like me, you're probably looking for some inspiration on how to get back on track with all of the homekeeping. And I did a video last year for the Get Organized HQ virtual conference. And I thought it would be really fun to share that with you. Some of you may have attended and have already seen this video, but I know that a lot of you weren't able to attend last year, and they are actually starting the one for 2024, I believe tomorrow, September 9th. So I thought it would be a great time to share this with you, and I enjoyed watching it myself just to remind me how to create some habits and routines that really keep our house running. So I hope it will help you too. Hi, I'm Robin, creator of the YouTube channel Faith and Flour. Today I'm going to talk to you about creating habits for a clean and tidy home. I've been a homemaker for over 30 years, and through a lot of trial and error, I have come up with some systems to help me keep our home clean and tidy with as little effort as possible. I have some suggestions for what to include in your daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal cleaning routines. But before we get into that, I want to talk to you a little bit about habits and routines. Webster's Dictionary defines habit as an acquired mode of behavior that has become nearly or completely involuntary. And they define a routine as a habitual or mechanical performance of an established procedure. And so I firmly believe that you can create good habits that will help you keep your home clean and tidy with minimal effort if you can establish some routines. And I'm going to give you some benefits for doing that. Establishing routines can reduce stress. Constant decision-making creates stress, therefore making some choices ahead of time by having a routine will help cut back on some decisions and reduce stress. Better time management. Structuring your time is easier when you have routines in place for accomplishing your tasks, which leads to the next benefit, more downtime. Having a routine or schedule allows you to build in free time for activities you enjoy. A more peaceful home environment. Your family will know what to expect, and it will be easier for them to help because they will learn what day to, for instance, sort their laundry, change their sheets, and when they are expected to help with other tasks, such as dusting and vacuuming their rooms and other areas of the home. Also, routines are valuable for families during times of crisis. If a parent is ill, for example, children with routines are better able to cope. If your goal is a cleaner, tidier home, your best chance for success is to break down the necessary tasks into daily, weekly, monthly, and seasonal cleaning routines. And the best part? You get to decide what goes on your checklist and how you want to schedule each task into a routine that suits your schedule, your home, and your family. Feel free to add or subtract to my list according to your priorities. What works for me might not work for a woman in a different season of life. For example, a mom with young children. Or a stay-home mom might have different priorities than a mom who works outside of the home. So do what works for you and your family. The point is that we are all homemakers and need a plan for keeping our home clean and tidy. So I hope this helps you get started on your unique path. Let's get started with the daily cleaning routine. Making the bed every day is a habit that will set you up for a productive day, and this is something that has actually been documented in research. In addition to that, it is the one thing you can do in your bedroom that has the most impact with the least amount of effort. That's why it's on my list, and I highly recommend that you add it to yours. If you get in the habit of doing this every day, you'll notice that as soon as it's finished, your bedroom looks instantly tidy. After that, put away any clothes that are out of place, and your room will be reset for the day. It's also a gift you're giving to your future self so that at the end of the day, you are able to enjoy a tidy and peaceful place to fall asleep. Wiping down the shower and rinsing the tub after each use is another small thing that, when done every day, will make cleaning and maintaining your bathrooms so much easier. We keep a squeegee and a microfiber cloth in our shower, so as soon as we're finished, we just use the squeegee to squeegee off the glass and also the little seat in our shower where there's standing water, and then I use the microfiber cloth to quickly wipe everything down. The glass and fixtures won't develop hard to remove water stains or soap buildup, and so cleaning the shower each week will take much less effort. This only takes a few minutes each morning, and it's well worth it. If you don't have glass, simply rinsing the shower or tub will go a long way towards keeping it cleaner longer and will also require much less scrubbing. Keep your kitchen clean throughout the day by cleaning up after each meal. We generally eat 3 meals a day in our home, and I've made a habit of cleaning as I go while preparing our meals and then resetting the kitchen afterwards. While it's tempting to let things pile up in the sink to handle at the end of the day, all day you will have to endure a messy kitchen, and all of the pots and pans will be that much harder to clean. I promise that putting a little effort in throughout the day will pay off. You might even enjoy cooking more whenever you enter the kitchen and it is tidy and inviting. Clean floors in high traffic areas. This is one that I'll admit I don't really do every day anymore, but when I had young children, it was absolutely necessary. As I said earlier, choose your priorities and create a daily checklist accordingly. I still keep this one on my list, and I just assess the situation daily. If I notice that the floors need it, I will do a very quick cleanup, but if not, then I push this task off for another day, and that's okay. Tidy. I like to tidy as I go throughout the day. I think of it as resetting each space before I leave it. So after getting ready in the bathroom, I put away everything I used, clearing away all of the countertop clutter. I also reset our bedroom, and throughout the day and at the end of the day, I do a quick tidy up, just returning everything back to its proper place. Family members can help by taking care of anything that belongs to them and returning items they use back to their designated homes. All of this is much easier in a decluttered home, but that's a separate topic, and you can check out many other videos covering that on my channel as well. All of these daily tasks should be handled throughout your day. Once they become habits, you will be amazed how easy it can be to keep your home tidy and clean. Things on the weekly checklist will require you to schedule them into your week. It is important to be intentional and plan when to complete them, but how you do that is entirely up to you. Some people prefer to have a cleaning day, perhaps on the weekend when other family members can help. That can work really well for moms who work outside the home. I've always divvied up these tasks and assigned them to a day of the week, and that has worked really well for our family. On Monday, I do laundry consisting of our clothes, and on Tuesday, I finish any other laundry, so sheets, towels, and any other items. I prefer having a laundry day because it gives me a sense of completion to an otherwise never-ending task. I'm able to create several loads of laundry that are separated into a hot, warm, cold, and delicate load, which helps me to care for our clothes so that they stay looking newer longer and last longer. I like to hang many items to dry, but when I use our dryer, I can do back-to-back loads while the dryer is still hot, which is more efficient. When I change our sheets and towels, I wash them and then return them to the bed and bathroom when dry to avoid folding. I'm all for doing anything to streamline the process and keep the effort to a minimum. Once all the laundry is folded and put away, I can check it off my list, which I find super satisfying. On Wednesday, I clean our bathrooms. I clean the tub, shower, toilets, sink and countertops, and if I have time, I will vacuum and mop the floors. But if not, I'll save that until later in the week when I do the rest of the floors. I try to develop patterns of cleaning so that everything becomes rote and I don't have to think about it. Each task will get easier and faster as it becomes part of the habits that you form and the routines that you create. On Thursday, I dust all over our home. Because I do this weekly, this task is usually very easy and can be accomplished quickly. If you are behind on dusting, it will be a bigger job the first time, but after that, you will be able to move through your home quickly and check this task off your list too. Remember to dust from top to bottom so that you don't knock dust onto a surface you've just cleaned, and any stray dust will wind up on the floor, which is why Friday is the day that I vacuum and mop. As I said earlier, sometimes I will vacuum and mop the bathroom floors on Wednesday when I clean the bathrooms, but many times I'll save that for Fridays and get them done along with the floors everywhere else in our home. It's easy to keep the momentum going while you have the vacuum out and the mop, so I vacuum all the floors first and then move on to the mopping. It's important to be intentional but also flexible with your routines. If I can't accomplish a task, I move it to another day when I have more time and can double up. In the event that I need to skip something, I will just get to it the following week, and that's okay too. When it comes to the monthly items, you will simply add these into your weekly cleaning once you have your routine established. Don't try to pack in too much too soon, and remember to stay flexible. For example, once a month I will add the duvet cover, mattress pad, and any blankets from our beds to the laundry when I take care of the sheets. It adds a couple of extra loads, but it's still easily accomplished on my Tuesday laundry day. Once they are dry, they are returned to the bed, so no folding. Just incorporate these tasks where it makes sense once a month. And if this seems overwhelming, ignore these until your daily and weekly routines are well established. There will be time for these later. And on the flip side, feel free to add to my list if you want to go deeper. Cleaning the oven is probably my least favorite task, and I don't do it every month, but I have it here on this list to remind me to work on it when it needs doing. If you have a self-cleaning oven, count yourself lucky and don't be afraid to use that feature. Newer ovens are very efficient and designed to be cleaned that way. Whatever type of oven you have, be very careful to read your manufacturer's instructions and clean it often enough to prevent spills and splatters from becoming so baked in that cleaning becomes next to impossible. It will be worth the time you invest to keep your oven functioning well as long as possible. Cleaning the refrigerator is another task that is best done regularly, so I try to work it in once per month. It's easiest to plan this for when your inventory is low. I like to do it before I grocery shop. It helps me to see what we have, purge anything that is no longer good, and to have a nice clean space for all of the fresh groceries. I always empty one shelf at a time so that I can keep the refrigerator doors closed as much as possible, and so that if I'm interrupted, I can quickly finish that shelf and complete the job later. This also keeps the food fresher because it's not all sitting out on the counter for very long. I like to keep it simple with the cleaning products that I use, so I usually opt for just microfiber cloths that are dampened with water. They do a great job for cleaning your refrigerator, and you don't have to worry about introducing any chemicals into your food by accident. And while I am cleaning the inside, I go ahead and do the outside as well. A general purpose microfiber cloth does a great job of removing any smudges and fingerprints, and then I dry it with a fine weave microfiber cloth, which gives it an amazing streak-free shine. And I find that this really helps avoid any buildup that you can get on your stainless steel when using any sort of stainless steel cleaner. This one thing will save you money on cleaning products, so much time and effort as well. Once a month or so, take some time to clean and organize drawers, cabinets, and closets. Areas like pantries can be handled the same way you clean and organize the refrigerator. Go shelf by shelf, removing all items, vacuuming and wiping down the shelf, removing items that are no longer good or you know you won't use, and arranging things in a way that makes sense to you. If you haven't set up systems, spend a few minutes organizing things into zones that group like items together to help you use the space more efficiently when you are cooking and baking. In other rooms, declutter cabinets and drawers and tidy up items to keep them organized. If you keep items in the rooms where you use them, it will be easier for your family to return things to their proper homes. And if you notice items that are seldom used, declutter them or move them to a less accessible area such as a storage closet or basement to free up space for the things that your family uses regularly. Once a month when dusting, take the time to clean crown molding, ceiling fans, door tops, blinds, and baseboards. Remember to start at the top and work your way down. On my seasonal checklist are the deep cleaning tasks that can be done 4 times a year with a change of season, twice a year, or just once a year. It's up to you. Wash any throw blankets and quilts that weren't cleaned with your bedding, and declutter closets and swap seasonal clothing. If you have a separate place to keep all of your out-of-season clothing, that's great. If not, designate a section of your closet for these items to separate them from the current season clothing. It will really help you get ready faster in the morning when you don't have to sort through these additional pieces. Vacuum upholstered furniture. Higher traffic pieces such as family room sofas will need cleaning more frequently, and lesser used pieces can go longer between cleanings. I usually tackle this when I already have out my vacuum, and I usually break up the job room by room over the course of several days or weeks. I can just add one room's furniture to my vacuuming day and have everything covered in just a few weeks. Clean under and behind heavy furniture and appliances too. In most cases, you will need some help to safely move them, but it usually just takes a few minutes to vacuum and mop if necessary. Plus, you just might discover some long-lost treasure amongst the surprising things you'll uncover. Clean windows and screens. We usually do this 2 times a year, once in the spring and again in the fall. I clean the windows inside while my husband works outside, then we work together to clean the screens with a power washer. If you have a dog like we do or small children, you will need to spot clean your windows a little more frequently, but deep cleaning twice a year works well for us and takes only an hour or so when we work together. Clean and tidy the garage. This is more my husband's domain and he maintains everything here, but once a year or so we work together to do a more thorough cleaning and we use the opportunity to declutter and organize to keep things under control. Many of these deep cleaning tasks that are done seasonally can be accomplished quickly when you enlist your family. Our boys helped out regularly and we have great memories of those times together. So never feel that it is your responsibility to handle everything on your own. Of course, maintaining a clean and tidy home requires some discipline. Most worthwhile endeavors do, but once you set your priorities and establish some simple routines, you will create habits to keep your home clean and tidy with minimal effort. Start today with a daily routine of your own and build from there. In no time, you will be on your way, and I have loads of encouragement waiting for you at my YouTube channel, Faith and Flour. I hope that my suggestions have got you started on a path for keeping your home clean and tidy with minimal effort. Thank you so much for watching today. You can find me on YouTube. My channel is called Faith and Flour, and I would love to see you there. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here today. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was fun for me to see once again, and I hope that it gave you some inspiration for getting back on track for this new school year. If you haven't already done so, I would appreciate if you would give me a thumbs up and also to subscribe to Faith and Flour. We would really love to have you join our community of subscribers, and you will get notified whenever I have a new video. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Please leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful week.